And now, right across Australia, it's time for the House of Wellness.
Sometimes I get a good feeling.
The House of Wellness. Thanks to Chemist Warehouse, the home of real brands and real savings.
Good morning and welcome to the House of Wellness. My name is Luke Hine. Fluid retention with a nod to traditional Western herbal medicine. Kathleen, can you help me and anyone else out there to understand what causes the fluid retention to start with?
Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you. And yes, look, I'd like to start by saying that there's a bit of a myth out there that only certain groups of people get fluid retention. And so let's draw a line in the sand and say, look, actually everybody can experience fluid retention at some point in their life. And look, even younger adults who may have a job where they're standing for long periods of time in their job, and I'm thinking here about teachers and retail assistants and nurses. Look, if you're starting to feel like fluid is starting to pool in the bottom of your leg, look, it's definitely something you want to get checked out. But also it can be people who are eating too much salt or carbs. That can definitely cause fluid retention. But I know as I'm speaking to our audience, the women out there, we know every month we can get a bit of fluid retention just with monthly hormonal fluctuations. But lastly, a big one that's coming up on our radar is summer is around the corner. We know that the hot weather is going to cause our body to hold on to extra fluid just to help with dehydration. But, of course, this can then cause fluid retention. So we all need to keep an eye out for all of these different things that can cause fluid retention.
Oh, Kathleen, I was pregnant not too long ago and I definitely was bloat central. And it's really hard to feel your best when you're bloated. So what are some of the ways we can avoid mild fluid retention? Firstly, with our lifestyle, but I've also read that there are supplements available. So what should we be looking for in a supplement?
Well, let's start with the real basics. And, you know, sometimes just simple lifestyle changes can make a big difference. And look, just being active is so important. So get out there, have a 20-minute walk every day if you can. Just go for a walk around the block in your local street or your park. It's so easy. The reason this works is that exercise helps to shift the fluid out of those tissues and out through the kidneys and the bladder. So basic. So keep your legs moving is my big statement. But of course, good nutrition with potassium-rich leafy green vegetables is always important. And of course, as you mentioned, there are supplements which can help as well.
The world of herbal medicine is always fascinating because it doesn't alter anything other than get you back to normal, Kathleen. We know dandelion, we know celery seeds. Tell us a little bit about Philanthus amorous, which is one of the more traditional Ayurvedic herbs.
Yes, and I think not many of our lovely listeners would have heard of stonebreaker, but it's such an amazing herb, and it has been, as you say, traditionally used in Ayurvedic medicine for such an impressive range of uses, and such as, supporting urinary tract health, enhancing urine output, and protecting the liver. And this amazingly tropically grown herb also assists the body's natural waste elimination processes. So, yeah, look, a little-known herb, but a lot of uses we could use it for, and it's definitely one we want to look out for.
Kathleen, I am definitely listening. I think this is something I'm going to have to give a go. And Sarah, you're right. So I'm looking the goods and the budgie smugglers. I'm not going to lie. Always read the label and follow the directions for use. After the break, boosting our energy levels. That is right here on the House of Wellness.
You're listening to the House of Wellness right across Australia. Thanks to Chemist Warehouse, the home of real brands and real savings.
Is excess fluid making you look and feel bloated? Try Caruso's Fluid Away from Chemist Warehouse. It contains herbs including dandelion, which is traditionally used in Western herbal medicine to temporarily relieve mild fluid retention and reduce abdominal bloating. If you are fed up with excess fluid making you feel bloated, try Caruso's Fluid Away today at Chemist Warehouse. Always read the label and follow the directions for use. Chemist Warehouse, great savings every day.
The House of Wellness, thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Get Caruso's at your local Chemist Warehouse. Great savings every day.
Welcome back to the House of Wellness.